Welcome back to Franly Advice. I know I took a small hiatus for God knows how many weeks, but we're back, hopefully better. But I took a small break because after my kids went on summer break, for whatever reason, I couldn't get it together. Also realized the ADHD was real, that autism was real, and I literally just had to like take a moment and just like relearn who I am and how to cope with the things that are going on, how to run a business while being a mom. And it was just a lot of things. So the podcast got nixed for a second so that I could run all the other parts of my business. But this is actually one of my favorite parts of my business, and I want to keep doing it forever and ever. This year for 2026, the goal is a new podcast comes out every single week for 52 weeks. Yes. So I told y'all, so now it's like actually real. If it doesn't happen, fine, but on average, it should. At the end of the year, if we get like a recap of like the most watched or most listened to episodes, do not be shocked. Anyway, so today I just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit more about what I posted on Instagram. Thank you so much for all the support and love. If you didn't know, because I haven't made a podcast episode about it, Ron lost his job and it's been kind of just me making income. And I've needed to grow my business like a little faster than I anticipated. I was really trying to do like soft girl glow up in a business, and now I am entering hustle girl phase for the first time in a really, really long time. I think the last time I hustled like this is like 2020, like beginning of 2020. And I literally, for the life of me, could not remember these feelings of like late night, early mornings. I'm like, oh, child, this is a lot. And the early mornings aren't even because of work, it's because I have kids now. So now I'm just trying to reset like expectations of myself with myself in order to get through this season, and realizing that it's just doing work up front to see ease on the other end. I am doing a lot of the heavy lifting at the beginning of this year. Hopefully by mid-year, I start to feel more of the ease based on like the hustle I do right now. So you may be wondering like, what the hell is the hustle? Why do you have to hustle? What are you doing? What are you offering? Okay, so this year I'm only offering 2 services. So the first one is going to be what I've been offering since I returned to the online space: one-to-one business coaching for virtual assistants who want to grow into an agency or just scale their virtual assistant business in general. I love, 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 love this work. I can only support up to 10 girls at a time, but I'm super excited that I didn't get rid of it. I love my one-on-one clients like down. Like those are my girls. Like I'm rooting for them. I'm just like out here like, yes, I see you. I see you. And I'm just literally thinking about some of their wins that already happened in the first week of the year. Ah, love it. So I'll have my one-on-one coaching. I'll only serve up to 10. I have 6 right now. So if you're looking for someone, there are 4 spots available. And if anything, people like come in and out of coaching all the time. So reach out, shoot your shot. If you're like, oh, I hope she still has a spot open, shoot your shot. Don't not. And then the second thing is just our virtual assistant agency that I started quietly last year. It's changed a little bit. And I'm just offering operations assistance. So me and my team come in and we like literally take on a lot of the operations. We've been building SOPs for people. We've been building out workflows, email marketing campaigns. It has been so fun to just be like operations assistant and not try to be like everything for everyone. And then we also have like a few VAs who do like just inbox support, like email inbox support, but we took it all the way back to the basics of virtual assistant work versus making it super complicated as like the online space has gotten lately. It is very niche in the sense of like we're doing a lot. So it is very like chaotic at times in the sense of we're doing a lot, but we have fewer clients. So I tell everyone you have to choose your hard. So for us right now, the hard I chose was there's so much work per client, but they're also paying us between 4 and 5 figures each. And then if it were the opposite, like when I had the pod factory where we had like up to 50 clients at a time, and we ended up serving like over 200 clients in the lifetime of the pod factory, It had to be like very rinse and repeat. So this agency is not rinse and repeat. And part of my brain, the reason I feel like I'm hustling is because I'm learning a new way of doing business this time around for the agency, because it's not always rinse and repeat. There are things that I can turn into processes that work beautifully that I am like, oh, yes, we know this. And like I am newly making SOPs for like how to manage X client. Like, because there are some things that are just coming from my brain on the spot. And I'm like, okay, we need to make this actually a process and not just a like Fran thing, because then I get trapped in hustle culture. That's how you get trapped in hustle mode, when you like are so much a part of like what makes something work in your business, especially if you're running an agency. If it all has to come from your brain and it all has to be like the starting point has to be you start to feel trapped in the hustle when you are the only source for everything. So I'm like slowly like bringing myself out of that. I like got these clients on accident, like just being at events and meeting people and saying like, yeah, I used to do this, I used to do that. And like just being this strange Jill of all trades. I know enough to be dangerous, but not a lot to like just be the only person who's managing your website. Don't ever ask me to do that. And there's no one on my team to support like actual website like and brand design. But it's like it's confusing to people because we can go in the back end of any website for the most part, make updates and changes and like mimic what's already there, and clean things up at times. Like there's a girl on my team who does know like light coding. So it's me and quite a few Jill of all trades. But what's good about like having our support on your team is after you're done with like your brand designer, your copywriter, your marketing guru who you're working with next, after you're done with them, a lot of times people still need like support afterwards. So we kind of feel like that systems and operation support post like a huge implementation. But yeah, I've found myself in this strange spot and I am so glad I like took a chance on it. It is like getting to the point where I'm like starting to conceptualize what the agency really is and like really thinking through like the copy for it and thinking through like the branding. I don't want or need to hold a lot of clients in this capacity just because it's a little too specific to them and a little too they're customized. That's the word. It's a little too customized per client for me to scale it to another like 50-person agency right now. It could be something where I learn over time. The Pod Factory came from me learning over time. It came from me realizing like, oh, I literally only like managing these podcasts and I do it real well. Right. So it's going to come over time where we get to the point where I'm just like, oh, this is the part of the systems integration and operations work that we really like. Let's do that. But right now, I enjoy it. I enjoy like the customization of it. I enjoy that we only have a few clients and that it's like a little bit of a fast, slow paced, if you will. So we'll see where the agency goes. I'm going to keep you guys updated. I'll let you be in my business as usual about like what's going on with the agency. I have gotten this question quite a bit of like why I started an agency again. And the answer truly is like to support my coaching clients and to actually like talk about this on Instagram, talk about this on podcasts. I feel like it's weird to be like so disconnected from the actual world of doing services and teaching services, right? So getting back into doing like a legit basic virtual assistant role at one point, because I said like, sure, we can like manage your inbox to one of my clients. And I get in her inbox and I'm like, okay, remember, Fran. Literally felt like a Lion King moment. Like, remember how to manage an inbox to inbox zero. Because my personal email, that thing, I don't know. It's just out there. That girl just giving it out. She'll know what she's doing. I know where things are in it. There are labels for reasons. Like there's things for Trip, things for Frank, things for me, things for Ron. but it's not always managed in a way where we get to inbox zero in my personal inbox. My business inbox, that girl is a boss. She gets to inbox zero. So I was like, remember, you know how to do this. You do it for yourself. Let's do it for somebody else. And so I came up with a process of how we would like label everything, and we were doing pretty well. So she was like, okay, so I have all of these real estate agents who need virtual assistant support and need their inbox to look similar to this. Can you guys do it? And I was like, yeah. And then I just created an SOP for it, and we have been bringing people on board, and it's been like really cool in that way. But yes, I am slowly wading in the water, walking through the process, and realizing as I go, like this hustle moment is going to mean so much to Fran of 2027. This hustle moment is going to really define how the ease feels in 2027. So right now, right here, right now, I want to say thank you, Fran, for doing this work for us for 2027. I know it's going to be hard. I know we might struggle. We might cry. We might tantrum. But on the other end, something beautiful is going to happen. So for my words of the year, it's flourish and flow. So this year, we're really building a business that can flourish into something that I can legit pass down for generations in the agency side. And we're helping people do the same thing in their businesses. And the flow is just to get me back to the point where I can easily show up for the work I do, feel proud, feel relaxed, feel normal, and no stress. So here's to 2026 and to another January of me declaring like where I'm going. This year, it's not a rebrand, really. It's just a reimagining. I saw my friend from college, her name is Tyler, and her name on TikTok is This Woman Tyler. If you don't follow her on TikTok, go follow her. And she had a whole series about like people don't actually need like rebrands in order to reach their goals. You just need to reimagine how you get to it and need to make better plans and processing. So I'm not really starting over. I'm just reimagining how we're going to get there. And maybe even doing it in a faster pace right now for this season. So welcome to Hustle Fran. If you've never met her, go listen to my podcast from 2018. And she was the girl who got rid of $90,000 in debt. So she's existed before. I know she lives within me. It's just like trying to wake her up from a slumber and let her know like, hey, we need access to you again. I am excited to hustle once more, but so nervous that I might fail, but that's okay. If I fail, y'all like just clap for me and tell me, just get up, girl, shake it off. Anyway, that's it. It's just a rambling episode. You guys seem to really like the rambles. Next week, we will talk about my junk journal. I am in love with it. This year we did a vision book instead of a vision board. And you should watch it on YouTube next week. I'm going to just record it and like let you guys like actually see inside the journal. All right, bye.